Your focus isn't broken, it's under siege, and you know it. The endless scroll, the 3-second dopamine hits, the whispers in your head telling you to check your phone just for a second, then another and another. Modern life is a battlefield where your attention is the first casualty, and you're losing, slowly, silently, every damn day. You're not lazy, you're not unmotivated, you're just bleeding attention through 1,000 tiny cuts. The Stoics knew this war long before TikTok was a thing. They didn't call it dopamine detox, they just called it discipline. They just called it life. Because back then, your survival depended on your focus. Now, it still does, but in subtler, deadlier ways. This is not a feel-good list of cheesy productivity tips. This is about sharpening your mind like a blade. This is about reclaiming control. So if you're tired of being a prisoner in your own skull, if you're done with the noise, the numbness, the apathy, then pay attention. Because the ancient fire still burns, and it's time to carry it. Let's fix your focus. 1. Foster a sense of calm. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. You can't focus if your inner world is chaos. We live in a world addicted to noise, and in noise, clarity dies." The Stoics weren't calm because life was easy. They were calm because it was hard, and they refused to let that chaos inside them. Modern people chase focus through hacks, caffeine, apps, but you can't pour clean water into a shaking glass. You need stillness. Practice silence, not scrolling, not music, not even podcasts, just silence. 10 minutes. Sit in a room and feel everything you're trying to outrun. At first, it'll feel like drowning, but if you sit with it long enough, the storm passes, and underneath it, you'll find something ancient waiting to speak. Calm is not weakness, it's preparation, because once you control your inner world, nothing outside can touch you. 2. Stay committed to your routine. Motivation is a liar. Routine is the blade. Most people wait to feel like doing something before they start. That's why most people fail. Stoics didn't wait to feel inspired. They built armor out of ritual. Wake up, do the work, train, read, repeat. The point isn't the routine itself, it's what it turns you into. Routine trains your brain to obey, not debate. It kills procrastination before it has a chance to speak. It turns "I don't feel like it" into "I do it anyway." Every morning you follow your routine. You cast a vote for who you want to become, and those votes add up. Build your life like a fortress, brick by brick, day by day, until it's stronger than whatever tries to break you. 3. Let your mind flow like a willow. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Another quote by Marcus Aurelius. The willow tree bends in the storm, the oak snaps. You've been trained to force focus like a clenched fist, but focus, real focus, flows. Stoicism isn't about rigidity, it's about alignment. The Stoic doesn't resist life, he flows with it, like water around a rock. When distractions come, don't panic, don't beat yourself up. Notice them, acknowledge them, let them pass, then return. That's the secret, returning. Not fighting the wave, but learning to surf it. Write in rhythm, work in waves. When the tide of energy is low, don't curse it. Step back, breathe. When the tide rises again, strike. Let your mind move, but never let it drift too far. A sharp blade must be flexible or it breaks. So must your focus. 4. Take a walking break. Marcus Aurelius also wrote the next words. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. But sometimes the soul needs legs. The Stoics walked, a lot, not to burn calories, to burn through fog. Walking isn't laziness, it's sacred. When you walk, no phone, no noise, just you and your footsteps, you access a different level of thought. It's meditation in motion. You've been staring at screens too long. You've been sitting in artificial light, overstimulated, overfed, and underinspired. Get up, leave the room, walk until the noise dies down and something real starts whispering again. Some of your clearest thoughts won't come from thinking harder. They'll come when your body moves and your mind unwinds. Clarity doesn't always come from grinding. Sometimes it comes from letting go. 5. Focus on what matters. Assign the rest. Here's the truth. Most of the things you think matter actually don't. You're trying to do too much, be too much, handle everything, and it's killing your focus. You don't need more time. You need fewer obligations. The Stoics didn't aim to do everything. They aimed to do the essential, well, and with honor. You need to ask one brutal question. If I keep doing this every day, where does it actually take me? If the answer is nowhere, cut it. If it drains your soul, delegate it. If it's noise disguised as productivity, burn it. And if it matters, guard it like your life depends on it, because it does. Your mind is not a landfill. Stop throwing trash into it. Protect your attention like you would protect your last breath, because in a way, it is your last breath. Every minute wasted is one you don't get back. 6. Reframe your thinking. Epictetus once said, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." Here's the cold truth. You're not overwhelmed because life is hard. You're overwhelmed because you're framing it like a victim. Most people think their thoughts are facts. They're not. They're weapons or shackles, and you choose which they become. When something disrupts your focus, your first instinct is to complain, to panic, to escape. But the Stoic doesn't escape. He reframes. You lost your job. Reframe. Now I'm free to build something real. You feel behind in life? Reframe. I'm training while others coast. I'll outlast them. You failed? Reframe. Now I know what doesn't work. That's fuel. Reframing isn't lying to yourself, it's taking control of the story. And when you own the story, you own the ending. You will not survive this world with raw force alone. You need psychological jujitsu, twisting pain into power and chaos into clarity. Reframe, redirect, refocus. Because what breaks most men isn't life itself, it's the meaning they give it. 7. Don't fear looking uninformed. If you wish to improve, be content to appear clueless or stupid in extraneous matters. Another quote by Epictetus. In today's world, everyone is pretending to know everything. They all want to look smart, cultured, opinionated. But real wisdom, real focus, it begins when you let go of needing to know. The Stoics were okay with seeming dumb if it meant they could master what truly mattered. They chose ignorance in 99 things so they could become lethal in one. The insecure mind hoards trivia. The focused mind cuts it all away. Stop arguing about politics you barely understand. Stop pretending you care about every global headline. Stop forcing your opinion into every conversation. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know what actually shapes your destiny. When you stop performing intelligence, you create space for actual growth. Let them call you stupid. While they chase applause, you build your empire in silence. Because the most dangerous man in the room is often the quietest. He's not clueless, he's just focused. 8. Simplify your actions. If you seek tranquility, do less. Or do what's essential, what the logos of a social being requires, and in the requisite way. This is also a quote from the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Here's the lie. Success is complicated. You need complex systems, a 3-hour morning routine, 15 journals, 8 apps, and biohacks from Silicon Valley monks. No, you need clarity. You need less. You're not drowning because you don't have time. You're drowning because you're doing too many pointless things, half-heartedly. The Stoics simplified everything. They didn't waste moves. Every act was deliberate, clean, sharp. Don't check 10 metrics. Track 1. Don't write 7 to-do lists. Do the one task that scares you. Don't overplan your life. Just move forward with force, daily. Cut the fluff. Cut the flex. Focus doesn't come from doing more. It comes from cutting what doesn't serve the mission. Simplify your space. Simplify your goals. Simplify your identity. Become a man of few moves. But when you strike, strike with precision. 9. Use death as a teacher. Still distracted? Then look death in the eye. Really look. You're going to die sooner than you think, and no one's coming to save you. Not a course, not a guru, not a productivity app. You're running out of time, and yet, here you are, wasting hours watching people who already built their lives while you delay yours. The Stoics meditated on death daily. Why? Because nothing snaps your focus back like the cold reminder that this could be your last sunrise. Death strips away the bullshit. Suddenly, that petty argument doesn't matter. That distraction, pointless. That dream you keep postponing, now or never. Use death. Use it like fire. Let it burn away excuses, fear, laziness. When you remember you'll die, you finally begin to live. You write better, you train harder, you speak more honestly, you stop scrolling, and you start moving. Focus becomes instinct because you don't have time to waste anymore. You never did. The weapon is now sharpened. You started this journey chasing focus. But what you really needed was warrior vision, not just sharper thoughts, a sharper soul, a stillness in the chaos, a blade in the fog. This is how you fix your focus, not with productivity hacks, not with apps, but with something ancient, with discipline, with honor, with war in your blood and silence in your mind. Now you stand at the edge. You can scroll on, numb your instincts, and vanish into the noise, or you can sharpen your edge and make the cut, because the world doesn't need another distracted man. It doesn't need another addict to dopamine and comfort. It needs a focused one, a dangerous one, a stoic. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.